Welcome to my channel where we discuss everything and all things politics, especially about the 2023 presidential election that was held in Nigeria on February 25, 2023, and the result controversially announced on March 1st, 2023. And that controversial result was challenged at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, which gave it its verdict on September 6th, 2023, and the verdict of the courts was not acceptable to the major petitioners, Peter Obi of the Labour Party and Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party. Right now, they have their petitions at the Supreme Court. Now, as the Supreme Court has received the petitions of Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar, there are other events happening that are related to what is going on at the Supreme Court. It has to do with the release, the promised release of the records of Bola Tinubu that are domiciled with the American agencies, including the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Central Intelligence Agency, the Department of the State Department, Internal Revenue Service, and what have you. There are about 5 agencies that their documents on Tinubu are expected by the end of October. Now, because of the Supreme Court's alleged rush to finish with the matter, the petition that Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar filed, and because there are indications that information from the FBI files on Tinubu will also help in bolstering Atiku Abubakar's case against Tinubu that he submitted forged Chicago State University certificate to the Independent National Electoral Commission. An American anti-corruption crusader, Aaron Greenspan, had applied to the courts in Washington, D.C. to hasten the release of the FBI records on Bola Tinubu ahead or to coincide with October 23rd sitting of the Supreme Court. That application by Aaron Greenspan did not succeed, but there are interpretations about it that had given concern to some people, and people are sort of not getting clarity on the situation of things. Because if you go by newspaper headlines across Nigeria, you may not get the clarity of what really happened. And one person who has intervened sort of to give clarity to this matter is a former director of strategy and communication to former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. And that is Jackson Ude. Jackson Ude, in his verified X handle, has said emphatically that the U.S. court has not, or the U.S. judge has not stopped release of Bola Tinubu's FBI files, contrary to the impression being created that the court or the judge has stopped the release of the files. Okay, so he In a statement he issued in his verified Twitter handle or X handle, Jackson Ude said that Judge Beryl Howell of the United States District of Columbia, has not stopped the Federal Bureau of Investigation and 5 other agencies from releasing Bola Ahmed Tinubu's files. According to him, what the judge declined was an emergency motion requesting for the files to be released before October 30th scheduled release dates. And he went on to remind Nigerians that Aaron Greenspan of Plain Sight, an ally of David Hunde, had wanted to beat the Nigerian Supreme Court, who are bent on rushing, according to him, who are bent on rushing a judgment to affirm Tinubu despite allegations of forgery of Chicago State University certificate by the presidential candidate of the PDP, Atiku Abubakar. He said that this was the reason that Greenspan applied for a hastened production of Tinubu's record so that it could be of value to the court in Nigeria. He said, but Judge Howell denied the emergency motion, saying that granting it will allow Greenspan jump the line ahead of other similarly time-sensitive requests. And Jackson Ude insisted in his release that the FBI files release date of October 30th remains sacrosanct, that nothing will stop it from happening. Now, Ude's clarification came amid media reports in Nigeria that the U.S. court refuses to order urgent release of CIA, FBI dossiers on President Tinubu. According to reports by organizations like Premium Times, Cables, and others, the United States District Court for the District of Columbia had declined an emergency application seeking to compel top U.S. law enforcement agencies to hasten the release of confidential information on President Bola Tinubu. Also recall that on October 23rd, that is the day of the sitting of that Supreme Court, Bola Ahmed Tinubu had filed an intervention application at the court in Washington, D.C. to stop the agencies from releasing his file. In that application by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the court is here to rule on it. However, this ruling that had been reported was by Judge Howell in response to the application by Aaron Greenspan to hasten the release of the document. Now, these have been misinterpreted by several media organizations who began to spin it to appear as if the FBI will no longer release the documents. Jackson Ude is saying that is far from the truth, that the FBI will still release the documents on the 30th of October, as they had promised. And expectedly, the refusal of the courts to honor the application of Greenspan on the hastened release of Tinubu's records with the FBI was an exciting news to Bayo Onanuga, the special advisor, media and publicity to the president, who was in a celebratory mood of his own, you know, over this development. And he wrote in his verified X handle that Aaron Greenspan, the American agent and contractor of Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, and David Hundeyin, loses bid to stampede the Washington, D.C. court to order the release of President Tinubu's FBI record. The conspirators have failed once again. End of quote by Bayo Onanuga. However, what Uday has also released, and Uday is believed to be based in the United States, what he has revealed and which was also confirmed by David Hundeyin, is that the October 30th release date of Tinubu's document remains sacrosanct, that nothing will stop it. That's their position on it. So Bayo Nanoga may be celebrating too early, as October 30th release date for the Tinubu files beckons. So this is for the purpose of clarity, so that people will know where the matter is right now. Because already you know that a lot of Nigerians are salivating to see what was contained, or what is inside these documents. You recall that the FBI had earlier responded to Freedom of Information Act filing by Ellen Greenspan, in particular supported by David Hundeyin of Nigeria, to have the records of Bola Tinubu. And after prevarication for a long time, Greenspan took them to court. And as a result of that, these agencies agreed to release the documents, and they gave end of October ending, as the date for the release of these documents. In the case of the FBI, they say they have 2,500 pages of document on Bola Tinubu, which is, many consider it a very huge number to have on one person. Okay? I think because of this huge volume, the FBI promised that they will be releasing only 500 pages per month. So even when they start by the 30th, these documents will still continue to be churned out, even several months after the Supreme Court might have finished giving their verdict. But a lot of people want it to be released before the Supreme Court gives its verdict, which is now likely to be on the 2nd of November, when many of us thought it was going to be something like November 6th, but now it has been brought forward to November 2nd. So there is a haste to give judgment on this, and people are looking forward for it, even if it is released for a few days before they give the verdict, whether it had any impact on the verdict or not. But at least there will be a verdict that will be delivered by the public. There will be the public verdict, even if there are no judicial verdict on it. And what it means is that it will continue to form the impression of Nigerians on the presidency, even if the Supreme Court confirms Tinubu as the president. The information that it will release, if the information is the smoking gun that people are claiming it will be, then it doesn't really matter, even if it wasn't used by the court. But at least in the court of public opinion, they will know where to place their president and all that. That's basically what it is all about. The release is going to happen October 30th. That is what those who are close to the issue at stake in Washington, that's what they are saying. And that people should disregard those who are talking about that Bola Tinubu has gotten a reprieve by the court denying Greenspan's request to compel the FBI and other agencies to release Tinubu's record faster than they had earlier promised. Whatever may be the case, we keep our fingers crossed. By now, all eyes are on the FBI, the CIA, the State Department, and Internal Revenue Service and others. All eyes are on them to begin to churn out the information they have on the president of Nigeria, so that the information will bring clarity, at least to many Nigerians who are asking a lot of questions, especially based on the findings that Atiku discovered in his discovery in Chicago State University. They would like to see whether there are links or there are even far more gaps to be filled from the information that will emanate from the FBI, because FBI is one of the topmost crime investigative agency in the world. And then combine that with the CIA, you are likely to get a thriller of information. A thriller is like what you get there may be like you are reading the James Hadley Chase of old, to understand what's going on. It will make an interesting read. A whole lot of us, the whole world literally would like to know what is contained inside those 2,500 pages of FBI documents, and not to talk of the CIA documents, the State Department documents. That of the IRS has to do with the tax return and all that. That may not interest Nigerians much, but the information that will be of, the one that will be of great attention will be that of the FBI and CIA. And of course, even the IRS, because the IRS may have to have record on how managed he was able to have $460,000 in his bank account. How much tax did he pay and all that? It should make an interesting read, I believe. I think so. Nigerians should be waiting for it. The world is waiting for it, obviously. And Justin Ude, David Hundiyin himself, has boasted that Tinubu cannot be able to stop the FBI from releasing these documents. We wait and see whether David Hundiyin is right, whether the assurances by Justin Ude they are right, as we approach October 30th release date for these documents. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.